you already know deep down that that girl is not your friend. And how do I know that you know? Because you clicked on the video. All right, so obviously something's wrong. I already gave you a rundown of some of the more obvious signs of jealousy in friendship in part 1. But in this video, we are gonna get into some of the more subtle, manipulative, spooky signs that your friend is a jealous hoe. So yeah, let's get into it. Number 1, they will try to humble you. Bonus points if it's in front of a crowd. They love an audience. They will make jokes at your expense. They'll point out your flaws. They'll try and make you look stupid. They'll belittle you in a playful way. They will do anything to try and take you down a peg. The thing is with insecure people, they hate themselves, right? And misery quite famously loves a bit of company. So because they feel insecure and they feel less than, they are going to do little things to niggle at your confidence to try and make you feel insecure too. Because that way they don't feel beneath you anymore, right? They feel like now they've taken you down a few pegs, they're on the same level as you. Next thing is sabotage. When you have a friend that's jealous of you, and I need to stop saying friend, actually. Okay, she ain't your friend. They will purposely try to hold you back so that they can feel like they're a step ahead of you. If they're jealous of your job, for example, they might try and convince you to quit, right? They might discourage you from taking a promotion. Are you sure? That's a lot of hours. Maybe you're not ready. Things like that. If they're jealous of your relationship, they might try and get you to leave your man. They'll start telling you he's not good for you, start planting seeds to make you suspicious of him. Literally anything. They will try to trick you out of your spot because they want to be in it. Very spooky. Also, it can be small things. I was friends with this jealous freak and she would try to subtly sabotage me all the time. For example, I remember I would send pictures to the group chat so they could help me decide which one to post on Instagram. And she would always try to discourage me from posting the best ones. And then when I would go ahead and post them anyway, because I mean, who is you? You know what I mean? I post what I want. I was asking your opinion for decoration anyway. They would always end up being my most liked pictures. Pure sabotage. This girl was jealous of how I looked. So she would try and sabotage me to try and make sure that I didn't look good. Pay attention to the things that they nitpick at and they're always critical or negative about, or anything they keep trying to steer you away from, because that is usually the thing that they're jealous of. Another thing they'll do, they will constantly check in on you. And yes, I know it sounds backwards, all right? Please, just listen. Not everyone checks in with you because they care. All right, spoiler alert, not everybody has good intentions. They might ask you, how's the job going? How's the relationship? On the surface, it seems like they're just being a good friend, right? Wrong. When people are jealous, they will constantly compare themselves to you, right? So what feels like a check-in or like someone just trying to look out for you is actually just them trying to see how good or how bad you're doing so they can compare it to where they're at. Obviously in the hopes that you're not doing well, because now she can feel better about her situation. And this is where a lot of people get messed up and won't even realize that their friend is jealous. Because you think to yourself, oh, well, she must be a real friend because she's always been there when you were down. Except the only reason she was there is because she was loving it. She was checking in because she wanted the latest download of how down bad you are. Okay, she was not checking in for real. Don't even fall for it. Number, I don't know, 3, 4, who cares? When they start copying you, baby, you need to run. Okay, hell, teleport. Because this is where it starts to get into obsession territory, right? This is jealousy pro max. Because these kind of insecure people tend to lack identity or, you know, any kind of self-esteem or source or swag of their own, they will try to steal yours. It gets weird. And they do it in the hopes that the success that you have, the attention you get, whatever it is they're jealous of will come to them. If it's a side hustle or a hobby you have, they'll start doing it too. If it's a personality thing, they'll start trying to act like you. But here's the problem. You can copy the recipe all day, all right? Go ahead. The sauce is never gonna taste the same. And they know that. When they realize that doing what you do is not giving them the results that you get, they will start to hate you even more. All right, so just be prepared for that. And you know, copying the outfits and the hobbies, it sounds surface, right? But it gets a little sinister eventually. Because they know they can't keep copying you and go undetected for very long, they know people are going to catch on eventually that they are doing everything that you do. So they will start trying to get you out of the way so that they can look like the original, right? And stick with me here. They will try to discredit you to other people, maybe try and downplay what you do so that they won't realize that that thing was your thing. So say you're really into fashion, they might say to other people, oh, well, she just copies everything off Pinterest. Like, she's not really into it like that. So that when they step out drip for drip, copying your whole swag, people think she's the original because you just copy Pinterest, right? Like, you're not really into it like that. Things like that. Or, they'll try and discourage you and tear you down to the point to get you to stop doing that thing so that they can do it instead. It's so freaky. I remember one time I was at my friend's house, right? And we were all trying on outfits, getting ready to go out. I try on this blue and white striped shirt. Instantly, this girl is like, no, it's giving old maiden, it's giving librarian, you're not wearing that. So I didn't. So tell me why. The very next time I went to this girl's house, I see hung up in her closet a bar for bar identical blue and white striped shirt. Tell me why. You tell me. Brand new with tags that she had gone out and bought after telling me I looked like a supply teacher in it. She convinced me not to wear it so she could copy me and everybody would think that she bought it first. Where do they even do that at? All right, like, I'm about to get mad all over again. So let's actually just move on. That brings us quite nicely onto the next one, which is they will try and compete with you. Not only are they copying you because they want to be you, they will also copy you to try and compete with you. They are trying to do what you do to outdo you at what you do. That was the bar, actually. All right, get me in the studio. Say, for example, you have a side hustle. They'll start doing it too and like secretly try to surpass you on the low, be trying to do it better than you. And I like to call it the one-up Olympics, right? Because everything you do, they will try and go band for band with you, right? Everything. They will go out of their way to look for things to compete with you on. It's so lame. And it'd be the corniest things that a normal, secure person just wouldn't even care about. They will find one thing that makes them feel like they're above you, and they will not let it go. Oh my gosh. This girl I used to be friends with used to always try and flex on me that her family had so much money, right? Used to always talk about how she lived in this big 4-bedroom house, Meanwhile, I lived in a 7-bedroom house. Who do you think you're flexing on? No one is gagged. I don't care. And that is the worst, by the way, when you literally don't care, because it eats them up even more, right? Because they're trying to get a reaction out of you is what they want. Here's the thing. For a competition to even exist, there needs to be 2 players, right? So because they're in a secret competition with you, they need to try and make themselves feel like it's a 2-way thing. They're trying to convince themselves that you're also jealous of them in some way. I haven't been talking smack for so long, it's literally dark outside. So let's speed this up. Last thing, excessive compliments. And again, this probably sounds a little bit backwards, all right? Because in part 1, I said that jealous friends will usually withhold compliments from you, right? However, sometimes, and this is usually when the person is a bit more self-aware and they know that they're jealous, they will start to shower you with compliments. And they do it to overcompensate for all the negative feelings that they have towards you. Have you ever had somebody keep complimenting you to the point where it's almost uncomfortable? That is what it's giving. These people hate you on the low, right? When they feel the jealousy bubbling up inside them, they will try to overcorrect in the hopes that you don't notice. Anyway, girl, you have been chatting with Chisom. This might just have to be a trilogy, all right? Because we still need to get into exactly what you need to do once you realize your friend's a hater and how you're gonna handle it. So let me know how you feel about part 3. And yeah, I will call you back soon for some more girl chat. Bye.